Ladies and gentlemen, pain is never without purpose. Every struggle, every hardship, every tear you have cried is not wasted. You are not created to live in suffering, but to be strengthened by it. Pain is a tool in the hands of the Creator, shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for something far greater than you can see right now. Some of you are asking, why am I going through this? You are questioning the process, but what you don't realize is that the process is necessary for the promise. Gold must go through fire before it can shine. A diamond is formed under extreme pressure. And you, my friend, are being prepared for something extraordinary. Pain is not your enemy, it is your training ground. The very thing you are trying to escape is the thing designed to make you stronger. Every champion is forged in adversity, and every great leader is shaped by struggle. Pain is the place where purpose is refined, where characters develop, and where destiny is revealed. Without pain, there is no transformation. Without pressure, there is no progress. What you are going through is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to prepare you. The challenge is not there to break you, but to awaken something within you that you never knew existed. Growth never happens in comfort. The moment you pray for strength, expect resistance. The moment you desire wisdom, expect challenges. The moment you ask for elevation, expect trials. The things you are fighting against are the very things making you fit for what is coming. Gold is never pure until it is refined by fire. A soldier is never ready for battle until they have been through training. An athlete is never crowned until they have endured the discipline of preparation. You cannot rise to greatness without first being tested by adversity. The struggle is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of preparation. Some people cry out asking why the pain won't stop, why the pressure won't ease, why the struggle won't end. But what they don't realize is that pain is not punishment. It is positioning. It is setting you up for what has been prepared for you. The level of pressure you are under is an indication of the weight of the assignment on your life. If you were called for small things, you would have small struggles. But because your destiny is great, your battles are intense. Do not despise the process. Do not rush the season. If you avoid the pain, you forfeit the strength it was meant to build in you. There are lessons in struggle that cannot be learned in success. There are revelations in pain that cannot be seen in comfort. What you are enduring today is not in vain. Every tear you cry is watering the seed of your future. Every hardship you endure is shaping the foundation of the next level. Every challenge you face is developing the wisdom and endurance necessary for what you are about to step into. If you quit now, you will never see the reward. If you give up now, you will never taste the victory. What is in you is greater than what is against you. And if you embrace the process, you will emerge not as a victim of pain, but your struggle reveals your purpose. The challenges you face today are not just obstacles. They are the very instruments that are helping to unveil the greatness that lies within you. Often, we think of struggle as something to be avoided. But it is through struggle that we discover who we truly are. It is through difficulty that we are refined, shaped, and prepared for the destiny that has been designed for us. When you are in the midst of your struggle, it may feel overwhelming, it may seem unfair, and you may even question why it is happening to you. But what you don't understand in the moment is that your struggle is not random. It is intentional. It is a part of the divine process that is leading you to the fulfillment of your purpose. Purpose is not always revealed in moments of comfort and ease. It is in the hard times, the difficult moments, and the seasons of pain that the deepest parts of your purpose are unlocked. When you are pushed beyond your limits, when you are faced with challenges that seem impossible, that is when your true strength emerges. It is in those moments that you realize that you are capable of far more than you ever thought possible. The struggle forces you to dig deeper, to push harder, and to trust God more than you ever have before. It is in these moments of discomfort that your character is developed and your faith is strengthened. Your struggles are not without purpose. They are shaping you for what is ahead. The very things that seem like setbacks today are actually the foundations of your future success. The things you are learning through your struggles today are preparing you for the next level. Each challenge is a lesson that is equipping you with the tools and wisdom you need for what God has called you to do. Without the struggle, you would never learn the lessons you need to fully step into your purpose. Your purpose is not something that is given to you on a silver platter. It is something that is developed in the fire of adversity. The greatest breakthroughs come after the greatest battles. The greatest achievements come after the greatest struggles. The greatest success comes after the greatest testing. It is the struggle that refines you, that purifies your heart, and that strengthens your resolve. Through struggle, you learn resilience. Through struggle, you learn perseverance. Through struggle, you learn faith. The struggle does not define you, it refines. It reveals your strengths, your purpose, and your potential. When you are going through difficulty, remember this. It is not the end. It is the process that will reveal the greatness that has been inside of you all along. God removes to increase. There are moments in life when it feels as though you are losing everything. Relationships, opportunities, possessions, or even your peace. It seems like you're being stripped of the very things that once brought you security and comfort. But what you may not understand in those moments is that God is not taking away from you. He is preparing you for something greater. When God removes something from your life, it is never a loss. It is a divine exchange. He is making room for the new, for the better, for the greater things that are coming. You may not see it now, but what is being removed is making space for what He is about to release in your life. Many times we hold on to things that we think we need, things that we think define us. But what we don't realize is that these things may be holding us back from the fullness of our destiny. The things that you think you cannot live without may be the very things that are preventing you from stepping into the next level of your purpose. God is a master architect, and He knows what needs to be in your life and what needs to go. He is not removing things to hurt you. He is removing them to help you grow. Sometimes the very people or situations you are holding on to are limiting your potential. They are keeping you comfortable in a place of stagnation, preventing you from moving forward and expanding into the greatness that awaits you. When God removes, He always replaces. The Bible says that He will restore what the locusts have eaten. What seems like a loss is actually a preparation for increase. The empty spaces you feel in your life are the areas where God will bring new opportunities, new relationships, and new blessings. What God removes from you is often a sign that He is about to release something bigger, better, and more in alignment with your purpose. If you trust the process, you will see that His removal is His method of increase. There are times when God will remove things from your life that you may not even fully understand. You may not see the purpose of the pain, the loss, or the change, but God sees the bigger picture. He knows what is best for you. The things that seem like sacrifices today will be seen as blessings tomorrow. His ways are higher than our ways, and His plans are greater than our plans. If He is removing something from your life, it is because He has something far better in store for you. When you trust in His divine wisdom and timing, you will realize that everything He removes, He replaces. Every closed door leads to a greater open door. Every removal paves the way for greater increase. If you embrace the removal, you will experience the increase. What seems like loss is simply God making room for what is next. You are being processed for greatness. The journey you are on right now is not a random series of events. It is a deliberate process. God does not call us to greatness without first preparing us for it. Every challenge you face, every difficulty you endure is part of the divine process that is shaping you for what is to come. We often desire success. We want the elevation, the influence, and the recognition. But we must understand that greatness is not just given. It is cultivated. It is the result of a process that requires patience, perseverance, and preparation. Many people want the crown but are not willing to endure the process that comes with it. The road to greatness is not easy. It is filled with tests, trials, and setbacks. But these are not signs that you are failing. They are signs that you are being processed. The fire you are walking through is not there to consume you. It is there to purify you. The pressure you are under is not meant to crush you. It is meant to mold you. The storms you are facing are not sent to defeat you. They are sent to strengthen you. Every difficult moment is God's way of preparing you for the next level. We often want the end result without going through the process. But without the process, you would never be able to sustain the greatness that God is about to give you. The greater the destiny, the greater the process. If you want to carry more, you must be willing to be stretched more. God will never give you more than you can handle, but He will allow you to be processed in ways that make you capable of handling more. If you are not processed, you cannot carry the weight of what is coming. When you are being processed, it may feel uncomfortable, it may feel lonely, and at times it may feel unfair. You may question why things are not going the way you want them to. But what you do not realize is that the process is making you. It is preparing you for the responsibility, the leadership, and the impact that you're about to experience. Greatness requires a foundation, and the foundation is built through the experiences, challenges, and lessons that you are learning along the way. Understand this: God does not waste anything. Every struggle, every tear, every moment of pain is being used to mold you into the person who can handle the greatness He has in store. The process may be tough, but the result is worth it. You are being prepared for a level of greatness that you cannot yet comprehend. Do not despise the process. Embrace the greatness you are destined for is already inside of you. The process is just bringing it to the surface. Delay is not denial, it is development. Too often in life, we equate delay with rejection, assuming that because something hasn't happened on our timetable, it will never happen. We look at the circumstances around us, and when things don't unfold the way we expect, we begin to believe that our dreams, our hopes, and our desires have been denied. But we must understand that delay does not mean denial. It simply means development. What seems like a postponement in your life is actually God's way of preparing you for what is to come. Many times when we want something, we want it now. We think that the moment we pray for something or believe for something, it should happen instantly. But God's timing is never our timing. His ways are higher than our ways, and His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it isn't going to happen. It doesn't mean that you are being rejected. It simply means that there is something inside of you that needs to be developed before you can step into what He has for you. A delay is not a detour. It is a necessary part of the process. In the waiting, you are being prepared. God is doing a work in you that will position you for the next level. The delay is not a punishment. It is a time of training, a time of strengthening, a time of growth. What God is doing in the delay is developing your character, your patience, your endurance, and your faith. It is in the waiting that you learn to trust Him more deeply, to rely on His timing, and to understand that His plans for you are far greater than your own. If things happen too soon, you would not be ready for them. You would not have the capacity to handle the responsibility, the blessing, or the favor that is about to be released. God knows that you are not yet prepared for what you have been praying for. And so He is developing you in the delay He is refining you, building you, and positioning you so that when the blessing comes, you are ready to receive it and steward it well. The delay is not a denial of your prayer. It is a sign that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating things in your favor. Every moment of waiting is a moment of development. It is a moment where God is shaping you, stretching you, and getting you ready for what He has prepared for you. Trust the process. Trust that God is using the delay to position you for something greater. What you are waiting for is coming, and when it arrives, you will be ready. The development that you are going through now will be the very thing that prepares you to carry what you are about to receive. What you survive qualifies you for leadership. Leadership is not simply about position or title. It is about experience, endurance, and the ability to rise above adversity. True leaders are not those who have never faced hardship. They are those who have faced it, overcome it, and emerged stronger because of it. The challenges you face in life, the battles you fight, and the trials you endure are not accidents. They are the very things that qualify you for the leadership that you are called to. Leadership is born in the fire of adversity, in the moments when you feel like giving up, but choose to keep pressing forward. When life presents its challenges, it is easy to become discouraged and think that you are being punished. But what you don't realize is that you are being prepared. Every obstacle you overcome is a qualification for the next level. Leadership is not about having all the answers or being perfect. It is about having the resilience to keep moving forward despite the setbacks. Every person who has ever been in a position of influence has endured hardship. They have faced the same struggles, the same doubts, and the same difficulties that you are facing right now. What separates a leader from others is the ability to persevere through those struggles and come out on the other side with wisdom, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose. The things you have survived are your credentials for leadership. The pain you have endured, the heartaches you have experienced, and the challenges you have faced have all shaped you into the person you are today. You are not defined by what you have gone through, but by how you respond to it. Your survival is proof that you have the strength, resilience, and determination to lead. If you can survive the storm, you can lead others through it. So if you can navigate the darkest valleys of your life, you can guide others out of theirs. It is in your survival that you find your authority. The lessons you learn in the struggle are the lessons that equip you to lead others. When you face difficulties, you gain understanding. When you endure hardship, you develop wisdom. The experiences that feel like setbacks are actually setups for the greatness that lies ahead. Leadership is not just about what you know, it is about what you have experienced. Your survival is your testimony. Your story of overcoming is what will inspire others to keep going when they feel like giving up. Leadership is not given, it is earned through experience. The greater the struggle, the greater the leader. When you survive something, you gain the credibility to lead others through it. The pain you experience refines your character and teaches you the value of empathy, compassion, and perseverance. It gives you the perspective to understand that leadership is not about power, but about service. It is about lifting others up, guiding them, and helping them overcome their own struggles. What you have survived qualifies you to lead others, because it is through your survival that you gain the strength and wisdom necessary to help others rise above their own challenges. What you survive qualifies you for leadership. It is through your pain, your struggle, and your endurance that your true power is revealed. Every storm you weather, every trial you overcome is not just a test. It is the making of a leader. The battles you fight today are the stepping stones that lead to the greatness you are destined to achieve. Leadership is not about avoiding hardship. It is about rising above it. It is about having the courage to stand when everything within you says to fall. Your survival speaks louder than any title ever could. It shows the world that you have the resilience, the vision, and the wisdom to guide others through their own storms. You are not defined by your struggles, but by the way you rise from them. Every wound becomes a badge of honor, every setback a lesson learned. Your journey through adversity is the crucible that refines your character and forges your ability to lead with authenticity and compassion. What you've overcome is what qualifies you to lead with strength, conviction, and purpose. Leadership is not a position. It is a responsibility, and you have been prepared for it by everything you've survived. You are destined to lead because you have been tested and you have prevailed.